Hello and welcome to episode 8 of How I Tank, another subscriber edition.
For the win.
Yep, we apologize for the lack of World of Tank this past week. I know both Griff and I have been swamped with schoolwork. Um,
But I'm alive. I think Smig's alive. So,
Mostly.
anyway, yeah, mostly alive. Today we're covering VonSigrunOlaf. Definitely mangled that in his T-54.
Proud
Whatever this map is.
Romanian player from the European server.
Yep.
So he's in an almost, what I assume, fully upgraded T-54.
Except for the gun, if I recall from his description. So,
And I'm guessing an engine if he's running fuel instead of a fire extinguisher.
well, I don't know. I've seen medium players run fuel anyway.
I don't know, I feel like on the
Regardless,
T-54 it's a poor decision unless you don't have all the engines.
Well, I personally agree. I've seen these things light up pretty easily, but and it's also, I think, decently fast as it is.
Yeah, that's the main reason I argue for it. I mean, the patent could use it to maintain max speed, but other than that, none of the mediums really need, say, except the Type 59, need fuel.
Anyway, I guess we could say he's taking a pretty standard route here, but it's still important to go this way, because if you don't, you leave this entire flank undefended, and that'll give the enemy team a straight shot into Artie, so...
Which brings up the point.
Here.
If you're a medium on this map, I expect you to go city. You have nothing to do in town as a medium.
You mean the other way around?
Village. This is a village. Go village.
This is the village. Village, go village.
Not town.
So, anyway, he's playing it cautious here. Never a bad idea.
Exposing his side a bit, but I don't think he's gonna get spotted terribly easy. T-54's camo is a little ridiculous.
A little ridiculous. Yeah.
But deciding to go on the outer road in the depression.
This is good because the depression and the bushes will shield you from being spotted. So
the only risk about it is if somebody's sitting at the bushes at the end of the road, they'll spot you way before you spot them since you're on the move.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, your spotting range is massively reduced while on the move.
Your spotting range is reduced, or you mean your camouflage value?
Yes.
Camo value, there we go. Right. First engagement, T-32 with the stock turret.
He's keeping it.
You can, well, you can identify these by the curvy gun mantlet or the fact that they have 1400 health rather than 1550. But I guess not all of you have this mod installed, so that might not be obvious.
And if you don't have this mod and looking for it, please check video description or channel page.
Yeah, it's pretty helpful. Anyway, Artie really smashes that 32.
Little
he
overkill.
didn't have to do a whole lot. Yeah, well, he didn't die, so it wasn't overkill.
So this is wise, keeping them lit for Artie. Both S51 and I guess M37. So the M37 will just tickle things, but the S51
will land some pretty crushing blows.
Hit like a bag of bricks. So
this little divot I was not aware of here. He's making good use of his ridiculous turret armor. Like I've bounced absurd things off the T-54 turret because, well, it's quite well armored. So.
And that Tiger melts. Tiger being, in my opinion, the most disappointing Tier 7. Even though I've heard tale of them doing really well.
Yeah, well, I think many would agree with you though. The Tiger is oft maligned.
Meant to fight anyway, Shermans, not heavies.
Not right. Not what they're fighting this battle. Yeah, you know, a hold down T-54, I suppose, like we have now, is a bit of a rare sight, considering that's really poor gun depression. So, I mean, if you guys ever find cover like this rock here, which I certainly wasn't aware of, that you can hide your hull behind, you're pretty well off. Nothing's going to penetrate you.
Another little fun thing you can do with T-54s is you can use small fences like the one over there. And though it will get destroyed on the first shot, you can still use it for fairly good effect while it's still up.
Mm-hmm. Destructible cover in general actually can be helpful.
Use block part of your hull with a car or something like that.
Car, yeah, it's one-time use, but I mean, if the person takes a shot before you do, then you get well, quite an opportunity to shoot them back. But it takes someone a little dumb to shoot you first if you're behind destructible cover like that, but you never know what happens.
Or where your shot's gonna land, for that matter.
Right, exactly.
Um, so feeling a little gutsy, he's gonna push out against the T-34 and the...
Right.
And oh
It's not a bad
no!
decision. And this is not having an extinguisher. I always carry an extinguisher just because this is like my worst fear, but...
That fire destroys everything!
What I do applaud here is that he chose what I think is the correct thing to repair. He lets engine damage, but repaired his ammo rack, which will give him the DPM he needs at close range to brawl his T-34. Because right now he doesn't really need his engine. There are some situations where I'd advocate repairing an engine over an ammo rack, like if you need to get somewhere really fast to stop a cap, for instance. But in this kind of situation, where the rest of his fights are going to be close range brawls, he doesn't need that engine. He needs the DPM. So.
Good choice, good choice.
Good choice.
Now, here's when things go tricky. Since he doesn't have the upgraded gun, his max armor is 175. Or, that's his average penetration, I should say. So, he's going to have a hard time denting these heavies unless he gets a solid side shot or a rear shot.
I will say against that 4502, he's not doing it anymore, but he had a pretty good angle against it. Wasn't showing any side, just sort of exposing his front hull at I'd say about a 30-degree angle.
From what I've determined what the 4502B is, just a Ferdinand with a turret.
Yeah, I'd say that.
So he's playing it safe.
Armors, yeah.
Just chilling out.
Nothing wrong with doing this if your team really has a situation under control and you want to avoid repair costs, but I think he does make a move for this Artie in K1 over here, although I believe he gets taken out before he can do anything.
If I remember, the gun he's currently using is the middle gun the T-54 has, so it has pretty decent accuracy considering it's Russian. And he is moving painfully slow for a T-54.
Well, for a T-54, but...
It's almost like he's a Type 59.
You know, again, I'll point out that he doesn't need to go too fast here.
So the battle's wrapping up. Pretty clear what's about to happen. We have a few announcements. First off, good submissions this week. It was really hard to pick gameplay.
And if you didn't get picked, don't be upset. Just submit more gameplay. There's a bit of an element of chance in what we pick. So if you thought yours was better, well, I apologize. But
it was really, really tough this week.
Yeah, it was. We got a lot of good gameplay, so keep submitting them, guys. Appreciate it.
TankSubmissions@gmail.com. You don't need to upload them to MediaFire. You can just attach them as an email. They're really small. The replay files, that is. And for those who don't know, Magical Cut. So, for those who don't know, if you want to enable replays, click your menu, click your settings, and it will be right here under Enable Battle Recording. It will send them automatically to your World of Tanks install folder under replays. They're listed in chronological order. Some of the maps aren't what they say they are. Like, for example, Abbey is listed as Monastery. So keep that in mind. You can rename them for your sake. We can watch files from any previous patch. I'm not sure about test server gameplay, but...
I wouldn't expect it, so keep it on retail, guys.
But any server, any retail patch, we can accept and watch. And if we can't, we'll let you know, and we'll update you guys in the next video. Our second piece of news is quite exciting and kind of spur of the moment.
Yep. Tomorrow we're going to be having an open lobby at 6:30 Pacific, I believe.
Yeah.
9:30 Eastern for all you cool people in my time zone.
And if you're watching this video at a later date, the open lobby will be on January 27th.
28th.
28th. Ignore what I'm saying.
If you're watching this at a later date, you've probably already missed it. So watch it when it gets uploaded, guys, and you'll be rewarded.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow.
We might do a little mass derp wagon. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what you guys want. We might stream it depending how popular it is. But yeah, remember to submit your replays. More How I Tank to come. Oh, last bit of question. How often do you guys want to see this? Do you want to see this as a twice a week thing, once a week thing? once a week with the subscriber special, twice a week with subscriber special. We want to know
Yep.
how frequently you want these because that's kind of something we've been having trouble determining. Anything else, Griff?
Nope.
Hope you guys are
Hello,
having a
everybody.
fabulous weekend, and we will see you at the open lobby.